Hi there, and welcome to another interview on this, the second day of the Youth Assembly at the United Nations. I'm here with delegates from Pakistan, United States, Thailand and India, and they're just going to tell us a little bit about how they're finding it. So first of all, just tell us why you're all here, and what kind of organisations and initiatives are you part of?
So basically, I run this one organization. It's about heritage and environmental protection. So the reason I'm here is to learn more about what other people around the world are doing to tackle the same challenges. So I found it very interesting so far, as there are so many people who are working on the same cause. After all, we are a global village. We are working for the same cause, and it's such assemblies and such gatherings actually bring us together to give us more power towards working for the same goal.
So I work with SDG 10 and 11, so that's reducing inequalities in sustainable cities and communities. I've been working since I was 11 with the visually impaired community and increased access to nature. So I have an organization, Nature for All, and I've been finding that this conference assembly is really amazing because everybody here does incredible stuff. And it's so inspiring to learn what other people are doing around the world.
I have a blog that I founded 3 years ago, and I use that blog as my social platform to advocate for women's rights and environmental issues.
And I'm part of an NGO. I'm helping lead an NGO that we started in India. Me and 3 other girls my age, we're all 14, and we are trying to build a world where people live in harmony. So we're doing different things for that. Majorly, we are trying to raise children with the right perceptions. So right now we have a pilot where we have raised 50 underprivileged children with the harmony we want to see in society. We build it in these kids. We want to scale this up now. So at this conference, the thing I've seen that's been really, really exciting for me is that there are so many passionate people who really want to make a difference in some way or another. Maybe they're not doing it right now, but they want to. And it's that step that they want to take that makes me feel like, together something can actually happen. So.
Sure, sure, that's great. And when it comes to the assembly itself so far, do you think there have been many big highlights, many of the sessions that you really enjoyed the most?
Yeah, for me, I really liked the session on violence against on children. So this was a very informative session because children are kind of they're victimized in different parts of the world, and more than 70% people, 70% children go through some kind of violence. And these discussions are very important to talk to the youth about, because they know and they can relate it to more, and they are the people who are going to take charge of how to deal with these issues from different part of the world. And the discussions were very helpful because the speakers were from the UN, and then they were telling us how on ground what the work they are doing and how can we relate to them, to our countries and local cultural level, that they are productive for everyone else. And there was a huge form of learning where people from different parts of the world were telling their issues, like why it's not possible to do to take certain action in Russia or certain action in Afghanistan. So all these perspectives which you get in one room is amazing, and I love that one session, which is very important, that we all should work to make the world a safe place for children to live.
This morning I went to a really interesting session about STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, and how that is very crucial to the Sustainable Development Goals, and also how innovations are being done to further those goals. So I learned a lot about new innovations with artificial intelligence, resiliency, a lot of really great stuff, and also why in some places it works better than others and what can be done. I also had the honor to meet with an ambassador at a permanent mission today about work he's done and UNICEF and topics such as that. And that was a truly treasured experience for me.
This morning I attended a session that was about how we can achieve the Sustainable Development Goals through communication, and it was really great because they taught us how we can implement those goals into our own community, and I think everybody can take something out of that, and
hard to pick one session. I mean, all the sessions I've been to have been really amazing, and the one thing that everyone's saying, like even the people who are speaking, they're like, you can make the difference, you can do it, just start doing it. And so if you had to pick one, for me so far, it would be the one with the children, the no violence against children. Because that was one session where I felt like the students, like the delegates themselves, were so involved in asking questions and actually finding out what's going on. And the responses we got too, I mean, they were pretty honest. I mean, it wasn't like, hide half the stuff, say half the stuff. No, it was telling it out fully, 100% transparently, which was something that, I really, really liked. And it helped me be a part of that session too.
Yeah, absolutely. And so one final question: with sort of all these different people coming together, sharing their ideas, collaborating like that, do you think your own projects will definitely get quite a boost? Really be able to push forward a lot more in the future?
I would think so, because this is a platform for collaboration. So you have people from different countries and different backgrounds who give you a diverse idea of the same cause that you're working on. So I've met so many people who are working on environment or heritage, but from a different perspective. So I can take their message with me to home, and then I can apply those things in Pakistan. So I would definitely say that all of us can stay in touch in the future and learn from each other and apply all those learnings in our startups and in different projects that we are doing, and it's definitely going to help us.
The more you talk about your project with other people and they talk about their projects with you, the more you create a more interconnected dialogue, which is something I find very key to project development, and especially with collaboration at this level. So the more I talk with my fellow delegates and get feedback, that's information that I can use to definitely boost my project, because I know it's only going to go up from here, and learning what matters to young people, which is very important to what I do, is certainly very helpful for me.
Yeah, I think this assembly is going to be wonderful for me personally as well. I think it's going to be great for me to be able to write about the experience and be able to tell other people about this conference and hopefully motivate them to help out the world and also apply for the youth assembly.
Yeah, I mean, I met her like over here too, and it's the same thing. We were talking about what we were doing, and we've launched a campaign from Make the World Wonderful. It's called the Make the World Wonderful campaign, where we want to involve people in this. And if you believe that initiatives like what we are doing, we're saying, press the support button. So it was really good to see, out of everyone that came, I think it was like 1,500 delegates out of like over 110 countries. Every single person that I've talked to so far, and I am not kidding, every single person has asked me, okay, where exactly is it? How can I support it? How can I, get my friends to do it? So that's the spirit that's over here. And that's the potential that this place has. And it's the number of people that each person's like, telling each other to kind of, come on, let's do it together, let's do it together. So I definitely think there's a lot of scope for collaboration.
Yeah, sure. Okay then, well great. Thanks very much for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of the assembly.
Thank you.
Thank you.